cannot wait to try all the snacks, all the drinks, all the food that we're about to cook up. Oh wow, it actually tastes very good. Oh. Hello, I'm Janice and I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're safe and healthy. We are currently in lockdown here in Sydney, and by the time I upload this video and by the time you watch this video, hopefully everything improves. Hopefully we're no longer in lockdown. And I was trying to think of what kind of videos I can film indoors, but as I was thinking of what I wanted to film, I thought back to why I started this channel. And the reason I started this channel is because I wanted to travel and eat around the world. And in 2019, we did exactly that. In 2020, we scaled that back a little bit. We were in Sydney and we went to different restaurants and tried out different cuisines, and we traveled through food. And now that we are in lockdown, we're going to scale that back even more, but the premise is still going to be the same. We are still going to be traveling through food, only in the comforts of our own home. And so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be spending 24 hours eating food from just one country. And there are a couple of rules. These rules are completely made up by me, but I have to at least do some cooking. And number two, I have to get takeaway from a Sydney restaurant. And so the premise of today's video is we are going to be spending 24 hours eating Korean food. And before we start, we're going to jump back in time because that's where I go and prep and get everything that we need to film today's video. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, we are currently in North Strathfield, about to head to a supermarket called KoMart. The reason being, we are about to grab some supplies for a video that I'm about to film in a few days. Depending on the title of my video and also my intro, you may already know what the premise of this video is, but we're going to be grabbing a bunch of Korean groceries. I've heard, pretty good things about this place. I've never been before. Let's go and grab some supplies. Super cold and super rainy today, so I can't wait to make some of the stuff that I have planned for this video. It's going to be so nice and warming and delicious. And we are back from KoMart. There's actually heaps of variety of Korean food there, and I got everything that I need for this video. I cannot wait to try all the snacks, all the drinks, all the food that we're about to cook up. Let's jump right back into the episode because we're about to start cooking right now. All right, and we are back. So I Googled a typical Korean breakfast and there were heaps of ideas, and I saw one that I thought sounded very delicious. It is a beef bone broth with some seaweed, some kimchi, and some instant rice. And so that's exactly what I got. The package of beef that I got, let me show you. This package of beef that I got, I could feel things inside. I'm assuming this is beef, and it's super simple. It looks super simple to heat up. You just sort of either pour it into a pot or pour it into a bowl and put it in the microwave. And I've also got instant rice as well. Let's get to assembling. All right, here we have the beef bone broth. We've got some kimchi, we've got some seaweed, and we've got the rice as well. I'm super excited to try all of it. It was really easy to make. It took about 5 minutes to put and assemble everything together. I really want to try this beef broth. There's a lot of beef tendon, beef pieces, and the soup is super milky and it looks like it's very creamy. So, oh wow, it actually tastes very good. But I can really taste the flavor of these beef tendons. It's very nice. Okay, I'm gonna get some soup with, actually I'm gonna try the rice first on its own. This rice is definitely better than the instant clay pot rice that I had. I read somewhere that this is like the ultimate perfect hangover meal. Okay, let me try some of this beef. This beef is very tender. I don't know how they do that. Okay, let me try some of the tendon as well. I'm very pleasantly surprised at how good this is. Kimchi, some beef, some rice, the perfect bite. This is a very, very nice breakfast. I'm really, really happy. Okay, one thing that I usually do with seaweed, and I don't know if this is what people usually do, is I just put some rice in it and then like eat it as a bite, and sometimes I add some kimchi to it. It's a perfect balance of some tartness, some spicy, some savory, and then that carb from the rice. First meal of today, our Korean breakfast was assembled successfully. We have so much food and snacks and drinks that we're going to be featuring, so please stay tuned. Okay, so these are the snacks that I'm talking about. We've got the banana milk. This is the banana flavored milk drink that I see in like some Korean dramas. Hence why I was like, oh, I really want to try this. And then we have this jelly. It's called a green plum jelly. Not really sure what it is, but it looked like it could be quite delicious. So that's why I got it. The honey butter almond. Whenever my friends go to Korea, I always ask them to bring something like this. As I was about to go pay, this caught my eye. This is in the shape of a chicken, something savory, no idea, but it is 240 calories. So I'm super, super curious to see what this actually is. Here we go, the banana flavored milk drink. Have I had this before? I think I have, I'm not sure. This tastes like if banana were a candy and then you flavored the milk with that banana candy, if that makes sense. Which one do I want to try first? Let's try this jelly. On the theme of fruit, this is a green plum jelly. Oh, this is what it looks like. It smells like medicine that's been flavored with like a fruit flavor. That's what it looks like on the inside. It actually tastes all right. It tastes better than it smells. Okay, next up I want to, well, I actually have tried this before. I just want to buy it and eat it again. The honey butter nuts. These are so addictive. They're sweet, but there's like that buttery flavor to it. It reminds me of sort of like sweet butter popcorn, but there's a little bit of like saltiness from it. I only got a small pack, so I don't eat too much. Okay, this last snack is one that I am super curious because I'm not sure what it is. Oh. It's literally just like a gummy in the shape of chicken. There's 4 of these. I think they're all in different flavors because the colors are different. There's 3 different colors. There's like yellow, orange, and like a brownish red. Let's just try this one and see what it tastes like. Kind of oily, I don't know why. This reminds me of like a yogurt or like a Yakult flavored gummy. Yeah, it's not bad, it's okay. My favorite so far is the nuts and then this banana drink. Okay, I am now going to do a little bit of editing before we stop for lunch, so I will check back in with you in just a little bit when we go and enjoy even more food. Okay, I'm gonna put a pause on the editing for now because I'm getting a little bit hungry. So let's move on to the lunch segment of today's video. Now for lunch today, we are going to be making jjajangmyeon. Now I know that this is something that I can very easily get from takeout, or I can get like an instant version, but I feel like this is something that would be relatively simple to make from scratch. And the recipe that I'm going to be following today is something that I found online. I'll link the website in my description, but this website is it's full of Korean recipes from a Korean mum of two. And I don't know, it just looks like it's gonna taste extremely delicious. For some reason, any dish that's made by my mum or anybody else's mum, it just tastes a little bit better. So I'm gonna start prepping everything now. And I do know that jjajangmyeon, you know, it has its origins in northern China, but it's such an iconic dish in Korean culture, and I see it featured so many times in K-dramas and Korean movies. I feel like, you know, this is something that I could feature in this episode as well. So without further ado, let's get started on prepping these noodles. I cannot wait because I'm starting to get a little bit hungry again. So what we're gonna need for this dish is pork, best if there is some, you know, fat as well, some zucchini, cucumber, onions, cabbage. I've also got the noodles. I have chopped everything. I've chopped the pork belly, I've chopped the vegetables. Next up, we got to heat up black bean paste. I don't think I'm going to use all of it. I think I'm just going to use like maybe half of it. If I put too much, I can't really take it out, but if there's not enough, I can always add more in. You know what I mean? Okay, we are done with our jjajangmyeon. We have zucchini, we have cabbage, we have pork, we have onions, and then we added our freshly cooked jjajangmyeon into that sauce. Okay, so let me give this a go. I think I overcooked the noodles just a tad bit because it's not as chewy as I like it. I do really like the pork though. The pork tastes delicious. It was a very good cut of pork that I grabbed from KoMart. It's not bad at all. I think I could have added like more salt and more like oyster sauce, which I didn't have at home, believe it or not. I know, embarrassing. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish my delicious noodles, and then I'll check back in with you when we have dinner. We're gonna get takeaway tonight, and I'll show you exactly what we get once everything arrives. I'll see you in a bit. Can I please have the half honey butter chicken and one the medium steamed pork? All right, for our takeaway dinner for today, we have quite a bit of food in front of us. My sister is gonna help with some of the eating. And so what we've got is takeaway from this place called PBS, and they do fried chicken, and they also do side dishes. And of course, we've got our pork in front of us. Let me start with the fried chicken first. This is a honey butter fried chicken. You can choose bone or no bone, and I chose the ones with bone. And I made a little bit of rice, the microwave rice, because I just need to eat some rice to make it feel like dinner. So in terms of our pork dish, it's got pork shoulder that's boiled in spices and then thinly sliced. And this meat is typically served with side dishes, which we have. We've got pickled radish, we've got the spicy perilla leaves, we've got some sort of I think spicy radish as well. What we'll start off with, I really want to try these pieces of pork. So I'm just gonna grab one. Let me just try one piece of this pork first. Oh, it's good.
Can I try?
你已經攞咗啲叉啦，仲問嚟做咩啫? So this is with the, it's like a mustardy type of sauce. Love it, it's very good. I'm gonna now try the honey butter chicken. This is a chicken honey drumstick. It's sweet, it's buttery. The outside isn't as crispy as I would like it to be. Makes up the lack of crispiness in its flavor. The thing is, the chicken on the inside is still very juicy and very tender. I bet if you eat it on the spot, that crisp on the outside would be so good. And the combination of the crispy exterior and the juicy, tender interior, this is like the perfect fried chicken. All right, for my next bite of pork, I have wrapped this up in the spicy perilla leaves. Okay, that is delicious. I am going to fully focus on trying to finish everything that's on this table. And I'll check back in very shortly when there's more snacks. Like, there are more food that we're having for tonight. I'll see you in a little bit. All right, we are about to call it a night here on the vlog, but before we do that, I do really want to try this sweet potato ice bar. I don't know, I've just never had anything like this before, so I was very intrigued to try. This is what it looks like. Like, it kind of looks like a sweet potato, you know? And I think judging at the image on this photo, it looks like there's something inside as well. Okay. This tastes like this tastes like sweet potato. How's that possible? It tastes like I'm eating a sweet potato that's frozen. I can't tell if I like it just yet, but I can't stop eating it. The yellow orangey bit, it's definitely more sweet than the purple exterior. All right, I am going to finish the rest of this and then I'm going to join my sister and watch Black Widow outside. That is pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I post new videos every week. Check them out if you have time. Let me know if you have another recommendation on a country that we should visit for another video. But yeah, I will see you in my next video. Take care, stay safe, bye. This looks like tar that I can pave the road with.